Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Trubisky will throw, and this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At their own 24-yard line.
No. 158. 45. Exit.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
180. 51. All day. Tight dog.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
180. 51. Here we go. Single slot. Watch 85. Ball gun 85. Move. We got this. 18. Haywood.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Yards on the punt there. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down, Johnson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Yeah, they should have known. They should have known, baby. Come, 180. 58, come on. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the block? Shoot, Check 50, check 50. Out, 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 out.
First down, a run with Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on second down, Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Montgomery. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. On second and 9, Trubisky into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
All day, just like that, just like that.
To throw is Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
6:30.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground with Johnson, and they'll get him down right around the 16.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let him know, let him know.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 41, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Montgomery fights through him. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Stop your whining.
Now Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The quick slant caught.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
X3, 218, chop.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go! Get 300! Get 300! 45. We are going. 45.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Bravo.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Crunch. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bilal Nichols in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky on the left side, a catch by White. 23 yards the pickup there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's White. And an alley to run. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check three, check three. Shot, watch the shot. He's checking.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the screen. Yeah, Liz. Hey, we can get it.
Rodgers now throwing again. Steps away to his left. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Let's go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
We've been to enough practices to recognize what we saw there. And that was good coaching, right? Taking care of the football, protecting it, making sure you don't give anything up. But boy, oh boy, that's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to give up on a play, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did the right thing. Protect the football because I think you saw what I saw. There was really nothing downfield.
And nothing downfield. If you try and force it, sometimes you turn a bad play into something way worse, and you can really hurt your team that way.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Flushed out right. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go, baby.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 59. Alpha! 59.
First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really...
Game was a fucking joke. Did you see how many my first fucking play? I had like 9 injuries that game, out for the fucking game. I'm running with a fucking 4th string running back. Oh my god. Super fucking mad. And
He's quiet. He won't even speak in the chat.
cause he knows what he was doing was fucking dumb.